Hello everyone, Luphisra here. I have to play more of the Mermaid Mask, and I'm on the final chapter. We're gonna find out who the culprit is in this one. I don't have any idea yet. Honestly, I've been so excited playing through the whole thing. I found all the clues and stuff. I still haven't connected the dots yet somehow, which is kind of rare for me. Like I don't have an idea of who the culprit is. My main suspect is Moon, Ariana Moon, because she's the only one that heard the recording of him opening the box. But at the same time, because she was recording the opening of the box, why would she be there in person to, you know? I'm confused. I might figure out as I talk to these people. Who knows?
So what are we looking at? Do you have the murder weapon?
No.
Kinda?
Right, kinda.
Cynthia, maybe you should have fired them.
No, look, listen to me. Mortuga was killed by the mechanism of the iron bell. It lowers into the cauldron and they fit together. It's a big mechanical lock.
Right, and there's this little metal...
Sure, use the writer?
Side.
That could be it.
The iron bell itself, but it was the place they got in and out without ever opening or closing the bulkhead door.
So, the murder weapon... It's a necklace? Felicia.
Like, maybe he wanted to write the story and then he killed him just so that his story could be written.
From a small fragment,
I don't know.
snapped off and was left in the iron bell.
And Mortuga was killed because he tried to take something out of the cauldron?
Take what out of the cauldron?
It can only really be one thing. The one thing that all of this has been about.
Oh wait, the mermaid mask?
The mermaid's tongue.
The mermaid tongue. Wait, is it Zephyr then? I mean, the doctor? Because he had the mask?
The mermaid's what?
It's a kind of ancient artifact. Mortuga found it on a sea voyage years ago.
Right. The same voyage captured on this film reel and depicted in this bottle.
Captain Felicia Stonetop and her helmsman, Magnus Mortuga. They went off into the ocean on a ship named the Dearest Selena.
And came back with a mermaid's tongue.
And that's what Mortuga kept in the cauldron?
But it was empty. It's been empty since we discovered the murder.
Quite right. If this mermaid's tongue came out of the cauldron, where's it been this whole time?
Well,
Oh, the doctor?
we found it in Dr. Zephyr's cabinet of curiosity.
Did you? Fascinating.
But what is it? What does it do?
Where's that collector? He didn't kill his friend just because he wanted the mermaid's tongue, right?
The mermaid's tongue, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
Requires a special key to operate. Huh.
A key? What kind of key?
Wait, facilitate communication? What does that actually mean?
It's a translator. When worn over one's head, the mermaid's tongue allows you to commune with the mermaid. Thus the name tongue, referring not to an appendage, but to the language spoken by the mermaid.
How nice.
Anyone gonna tell me who the mermaid is, or...?
This photo thing.
So there's a painting, painted by Selena Stonetop, we think.
And a photograph taken with a submarine's underwater imaging system.
And, why would you need a translator to talk to her? She's not local, or what?
She speaks a language none of us could understand. It is said that attempting to commune with her without harnessing the mermaid's tongue would drive one mad.
But how does it work?
Nobody knows.
Nice. Convenient.
It is a powerful and priceless artifact.
Oh, it's powerful, all right. Look what it's doing to all of you.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if I'm buying into this thing. Kinda just looks like some grody old leather mask.
That's because it's not complete.
How do you know?
So this image here, it's a photograph of a drawing. A cropped photograph, too. The good news is, we've got the real thing.
So Wait, no. The actually, I got the. Hold on, let me.
That's not it.
Upper part of the image is. Oh wait, here. Oh, da. The bottom part is the scroll thing.
It turns out the ocean map shows what it's supposed to look like.
Ocean treasure. The coral piece. And ocean treasure. The gemstones.
Oh, sure. Just help yourself to the stuff in my personal treasure chest. I don't mind.
That antenna. Is that coral? It looks sharp.
It is, and it's hard, like crystal. I'm pretty sure it explains the scratch marks in the cauldron.
But why did Mortuga keep it locked in the cauldron?
Because he wanted to keep it hidden from everyone. The mermaid's tongue being on board was a secret Mortuga was keeping. The cauldron was covered by the sailcloth and locked in the storeroom, and Mortuga wanted to keep it that way.
It's true. When he saw my poster, he told me we had to keep the cauldron covered up.
Why the cauldron, though? Wouldn't it have been less conspicuous if he just kept it in a wooden crate or something?
Keeping the mermaid's tongue in the cauldron wasn't something Mortuga came up with himself. Even before he ever found it, it's just where it's always been kept.
Historically, wait. Not this. Is that letter?
Nope.
No. Always been kept in the cauldron. Old drawing or diagram.
That's not it.
Not that. Old drawing or diagram. Always been kept at the cauldron. Which diagram? I don't remember what old diagram. Old drawing of diagram. Not this. Oh.
There it is. See? In the cauldron, beneath the iron bell, beneath the wooden buoy.
But that was a long time ago. How do you know the mermaid's tongue was still in the cauldron at the time of the murder?
Well, Tadpole told us about someone she saw on the aft deck shortly after the murder. She described it as a demon, with a single horn and glowing eyes.
The culprit wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Right. We figured they'd just taken it from the cauldron after killing Mortuga.
Oh yeah, it was Tadpole that drew the
Knew what it was?
thing, the ore.
Knew how to
Not
use it.
Cynthia, okay.
Definitely.
Sorry, my bad.
But Mortuga never really told us about any of this. How did the culprit know about it?
Because they were the third person on the Dearest Selena voyage.
The third person?
In addition to Magnus Mortuga and Felicia Stonetop, I assume.
Right. It was a crew of 3, not 2.
And what evidence have you collected to support this?
Evidence? Let's see.
Film reel audio recording of Mortuga opening the box.
The audio recording of Mortuga opening the black box.
What recording is this?
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
Mortuga is talking to the third person from the voyage.
Is he? I only hear the one.
It could be the navigator. It could be Gripped, because he is a navigator. He owned the map. He may have went on the trip with them. That's just by him knowing his stuff. Curious nature. The handheld radios?
Before it reached Mariana's pipe, the audio was transmitted from the cabin to the control room by these radios. Only they're faulty, or one of them is, at least. It turns itself on and off every few seconds. The cadence happened to line up with the conversation, so you only get Mortuga's half.
How convenient.
That's quite the coincidence.
See?
Personally, if I'd written that, I'd feel guilty.
Yeah, he's right.
Mr. Werman.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mortuga's film reel.
Can't keep.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Spooky.
Let's see. The ship in a bottle.
The ship in the bottle is rattles when you shake it, because the model of someone else is hidden inside the ship.
Bottle rattles when you shake it because a model of someone else is hidden inside the ship.
I knew there was something in there. Someone in there.
Well, there we are. Quite a bit of evidence as it stands.
All right, but does any of that tell you who it actually is?
Potentially, yeah. The remarks made by Mortuga on the audio recording.
I'm not so sure.
Let's think about this again.
All right, but does any of that tell you who it actually is?
Potentially, yeah. The door opening in the background of the film. Maybe that's not it.
Sorry.
But does any of that tell you who
It doesn't tell me anything, okay?
Potentially, yeah. The ship in a bottle rattling when you shake it.
Wait, the model person inside the ship? There's a way to work out who it is?
I can think of a way.
Let's do it with logic and reasoning, shall we? First, we'll compare the ship in a bottle with Mortuga's other wooden model.
The model town. What about it?
The people in the town.
I'm not so sure about
Let's
that.
think about this again.
Something about the people figures.
What about it?
The people who aren't in the
Oh yeah, aren't in the town. Right.
What do you mean?
Mortuga and Felicia aren't in the town because they're on the ship. Selena too, I suppose, since she's the figurehead.
I don't think they're who she's talking about.
It's important to remember that the model town is specific to Mortuga's life. When adding the model figures, he only included people he had dealings with. And he only detailed the buildings he was familiar with. The rest are just generic blocks. With this in mind, there's someone else who should be here, but isn't.
Am I right? Is it Gripped? Gripped is part of town.
Mortuga made a detailed model of Grip's shop. It's not a generic cube like everything else. Which means there should be a model of Grip himself. But it's not there.
I was right.
Why would Mortuga...
Because he's the navigator.
Did they know each other?
And if they did, how did Grip end up going along on Mortuga's ship?
Because he's the one that did the whole map thing.
There's a sticker on the back of the map. It's a service record from Grip's shop. Mortuga hired Grip to interpret the ocean map, which he did. But Grip didn't ask for payment in money. Instead, he asked to come on the voyage.
Because he wants to be a navigator.
This isn't proof. Not really.
Well, there is one thing we could...
Do it. If you don't, I will.
Just break it. I was right. I was right because he's the navigator. That's why I thought it was him. Because he's the navigator.
On that ship isn't actually evidence that he murdered Mortuga. What about the murder weapon? What happened to it?
Right. Nor is this evidence that he used the mermaid's tongue. Wouldn't he have needed that special key?
Grip still has both the murder weapon and the key.
Because it is the necklace thing. It says he's wearing it.
Nope.
Around his neck now. It's this thing?
That's not it.
The letter?
That's not right.
Yeah, it's setting an engine fault. Oh, wait. He's.
That's not it.
No? Oh. Oh, I didn't notice. Oh, now I notice. Oh, jeez.
I guess this is it.
You killed your friend because you wanted treasure? Okay, not only chapter 6, there's chapter 7 after that. Okay.
Plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, measure the unmeasurable. A hollow promise, such feats belong not to mortal hands. But after years of fraudulently offering this to others, I began, in earnest, to yearn for it myself. A quiet desire to journey into the unknown, to quantify it. A lifelong coward, I could never convince myself to act on it.
So you murdered someone?
That I never had any kind of opportunity to act on it. Until one day, I did.
When you got the map.
Mortuga sought out my services. Not because we were friends, but simply because I was the one with the skills to interpret that inscrutable map of his. Sensing an opportunity at long last, I refused financial payment for the work. Instead, I asked to be brought along on the ensuing voyage. Mortuga was surprised by the request, but he ultimately agreed to my terms. Such was his desire to interpret the map. The work was done, and so we went. Despite my bold intentions, I mostly found myself sheltering within Felicia's cabin during the voyage. All the while, she and Mortuga stood around on deck looking windswept and heroic, far more at home on the sea than I. Regret reared its head. Regret over inviting myself into their world. From within the cabin, I sat and listened to their conversation. Felicia was telling Mortuga what they were looking for, what they were hoping to find.
The mermaid's tongue, I mean.
Did Felicia know what it was before she found it?
Somehow she did. Her description to Mortuga was thus: a mask worn over the head. It facilitates communication with an ancient being of eternal mystery.
That's really how she worded it?
With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. And here it was. Not a map, not a compass, but a communication device. A translator. Besides knowing what it was, Felicia also knew how to find it. How its location in the ocean would be marked with a wooden buoy that glows with green light. We waited. Night fell. But before long we were indeed signaled by this very light, and the buoy was sighted. Mortuga hauled it up, pulled it all up, right onto the deck. It was heavy, but he was strong. The bell and the cauldron locked together to form that single shape. Mortuga went to unlock it by himself, but Felicia cautioned him against it. She warned that it could be dangerous to stand so close as the mechanism.
And that's where he got this idea to kill him. Make it so that he had to stand close to unlock it.
Taking a handle each, Felicia took the mermaid's tongue from within the cauldron.
Did it have the coral and the gemstone eyes?
Yes, they were attached.
And what about the necklace?
Felicia had it around her neck.
She'd come prepared, clearly.
Did she use it?
Yes, I watched her do it. She used the necklace key to wind up the mermaid's tongue and placed it over her head. Felicia spoke through the mask. Her voice was changed. The mermaid was summoned. Entranced, I rushed out onto the deck and leaned over the side. Mortuga clambered up to the wheel in an attempt to steer us away from harm. The mermaid reached out and grabbed the wheel.
And Mortuga's right shoulder?
Yes, of course.
His fingerprint mark.
Mortuga held fast, but
It's the mermaid's hand, I think.
fell into the ocean. With her other hand, the mermaid grabbed the mast, almost snapping it in two. The ship buckled and I was thrown off the side into the ocean. I was underwater, but I was held in place by a hand, her hand. She was speaking to me, but it was a language I could not understand. I wanted so much to understand. Sensing the disconnect, she let go. A moment passed, a lifetime. I became vaguely aware that I was about to drown, but I didn't want to leave. At this moment, the broken piece from the ship's wheel floated up in front of me. By its intervention, I was reminded of my earthly existence, my life beyond this singular moment. I was overwhelmed with a cowardly desire to return to the surface, to see the sun, to live, to breathe.
It's normal to want to live. How is it cowardly?
Let it carry me up to the surface. The mermaid was nowhere to be seen. Neither was the dearest Selena.
Wait, the wood from the broken wheel. It eventually became Cornelius Kane.
Correct. It has been my earthly tether. The feel of the wood in my hand, a tangible reminder of that desire I once felt to live and to breathe.
But what happened? Weren't you stranded in the ocean?
Somehow the currents carried me back to the Silkwirm coast. I took the broken wheel piece back home and fell into a deep sleep. After I awoke, I went looking for Felicia.
Not Mortuga.
No, Felicia.
Sorry, I've been coughing a lot. Just as this is playing out somehow.
Felicia had been the one wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Correct. Given what I knew of its function, I surmise she may have understood what the mermaid had said to me. I went to the Stone Top Inn, but Felicia was not there. I searched through the empty building until I came to Mortuga's room. I was encouraged to see that he had at least retained the wooden buoy and the iron bell. Mortuga was in his bed, asleep. He looked ill, weak. I woke him up. I asked him about the mermaid's tongue. What had happened to it? Where was it? At first, Mortuga said nothing. He merely looked at me. He told me that he and Felicia had locked it away in the cauldron and thrown it back into the ocean. He said they'd kept the wooden buoy so that nobody else would ever be able to find it, and they'd kept the iron bell so that even if someone was to come across the cauldron, they wouldn't be able to unlock it. I was horrified to learn this. My only chance of summoning and communicating with the mermaid lost beneath the waves. Or so I thought.
Did you ask about the necklace key?
Mortuga hadn't mentioned it, and I did not ask about it. At that time, I simply assumed it had been left in the mouth of the mermaid's tongue and thus would be in the cauldron. I demanded that we take the dearest Selena back out on a second voyage to recover the sunken cauldron. Mortuga said it was impossible. For one, the dearest Selena couldn't recover it from the bottom of the ocean if it was not attached to the buoy. And secondly, Felicia had decommissioned the ship and it was being taken apart at the shipyard. In explanation, Mortuga handed me a folded piece of parchment.
Indeed.
It had inscribed a note from Felicia. She was to be leaving town immediately. She did not say where she was going. Mortuga told me he had slept through Felicia's parting visit. He was distraught over it, heartbroken. With a desperate look, he asked me if Felicia had also come to visit me on her way out of town. I told him yes, she had. Mortuga's eyes opened wide. Did she say where she was going?
I must know. I have to know.
I told him yes. Yes, she told me where she was going and she'd given me the address. His eyes widened further.
So he lied.
I need to know. I'll go after her.
I told him I would.
Alicia's a bitch.
For the mermaid's tongue. Mortuga told me again how it was impossible.
There's no way. It's lost. You need to let it go.
I didn't want to hear it. I left the inn still clutching the deeds. I went down to the shipyard and spoke with Donovan Drummond. He had begun taking apart the dearest Selena. I inquired about purchasing Drummond's unused submarine, the Seafoam submarine. He told me he would be willing to part with it, but it had never been finished. In order for it to be seaworthy, it would need several new parts that would take a long time to build. However, I was determined to find a solution.
You offered to finish the Seafoam submarine yourself.
Are you sure?
Not really.
I inquired about purchase. He told me he would be willing to part with it, but it had never been finished. In order for it to be However, I was determined to find a solution.
You offered to buy both the Seafoam submarine and the dearest Selena.
Correct. I suggested we could use parts from the sailing ship to finish the submarine. Drummond merely asked how I was going to pay for 2 vessels. I showed him the deeds to the Stone Top.
Oh, so he offered the Stone Top Inn. So it wasn't Mortuga.
As much as 2 vessels?
Perhaps not. But in truth, I think Drummond was glad to have an excuse to part with them. Besides, I knew all too well the allure of a worthy challenge. A chance to put one's skills to their fullest. Indeed, the task of combining the 2 incomplete vessels into a single seaworthy one was highly intriguing to him. And so, it was done.
But if you commissioned it, why was it called the Mortuga submarine? Who painted that on the foredeck?
Drummond did. He didn't want it to say Seafoam any longer. Too many painful memories.
But why Mortuga and not Grip?
Because Mortuga owned the inn.
Because Grip paid for it with the inn deeds, which were in Mortuga's name.
Right. Drummond assumed I was merely acting as intermediary for Mortuga, the true buyer.
Did you tell Mortuga what you'd done?
I told him of my intention to return to the ocean in a submarine I was having constructed. He wasn't happy about it, but the submarine took months to complete. That was enough time to convince him to come with me and help search for the mermaid's tongue.
He only came with you because you were pretending to know where Felicia had gone, and you were withholding it from him.
Correct.
What were you going to do if and when Mortuga realized you'd been lying to him?
It was worth the risk. There was no question of leaving the mermaid's tongue at the bottom of the ocean.
But it wasn't lost in the ocean. Mortuga had it the whole time.
Correct. As I had lied to him, he had lied to me.
But you murdered the guy.
Mortuga smuggled the mermaid's tongue onto the submarine before we left. He didn't want to leave it behind, but he didn't want me to know he had it.
Smuggled? How?
Mortuga sent me a letter, inviting me to join him on the submarine.
Grib, did you know he'd done that?
Mortuga told me he was going to bring somebody else on board. An old friend, a collector of occult curiosities who might be helpful. But I didn't want anyone to know what we were doing, or what we were looking for. I told Mortuga not to mention me in the letter.
I followed Mortuga's instructions precisely. I arrived in Silkwirm and went into the Stonetop Inn, where I found the locked cauldron. I placed it among my possessions and ventured onto the submarine waiting in the harbor.
He had just left it at the inn. He would have been dead.
Mortuga were the only two souls on the ship. I stayed hidden for a week before staging a balloon crash and pretending that Mortuga had rescued me from the ocean. That way I was free to move around the submarine in view of Zephyr, but he could dismiss me as a hapless traveler picked up along the way.
So to begin with, it was just you three.
But it didn't stay like that for long.
It didn't.
Okay, swap the cards into the card slots to fit them. So argue Mortuga. Hired by Grip to kill Magnus Mortuga. Who hired by Grip? Who was hired by Grip to kill Magnus Mortuga? Lock the bat box. Interview. I think this is wrong. I think it's supposed to say like Marcus Mordoom. Offered to take over to so it's not a burden.
Nope.
Resident illusionist.
I guess that's wrong. That's not it.
Well, who gets kidnapped and held? Oh, this is correct. It shows you correct when you're okay. Oh, it's sent to spy. Oh, I can flip it. Sorry. Safe from drowning by... No, this was...
Well, that's about the long and short of it.
No.
What?
You can't leave it like that. You've left them with misconceptions. You should tell them what you know.
Hello, Dainzo.
I mean, misconceptions?
It's time zone.
Yeah.
It's nighttime for me, but obviously it's morning, afternoon for you. We're at the very end. Okay. So even though you don't want to wish to leave, you can accept Temple offer to give up his captaincy. Or he needed Godric to review the location of Felicia Stonetop.
He always did think he would make the best captain. And he did want to leave.
But he couldn't. Not without the information he so desired.
You want to go after the love of his life. Which, I will say here, Felicia, you're a fucking bitch, okay? You just abandoned your injured boyfriend, who literally just went on that trip because you wanted to go. You got what you wanted, and then you tossed him aside. Fuck you, Felicia. You're a horrible person.
Not just that. Since it turned out he had the mermaid's tongue on board the entire time, I don't think he wanted to leave me on the submarine with it. He didn't want me anywhere near it.
Because you're insane, and you did end up killing him.
He's trying to protect you.
I assume she heard something while wearing the mask. Yeah, but still, like, you're... As we all know, like, Mortuga didn't even want to go on the trip. He warned that, you know, halfway through the trip that it's dangerous. And that they should turn back. He only stayed on, you know, everyone only kept on that trip because Felicia wanted it. Okay, shit happened, obviously. Mortuga got injured, so he was, like, I think knocked unconscious or something. Or at the very least, he's too injured to care about anything else. Felicia was fine wearing the mask, but a crew member of theirs literally fell into the fucking ocean. She left that crew member there to die. Okay, Mortuga was too injured to even do anything at that point. You know, he got, like, attacked by the mermaid. But Felicia was fine. Yet she just left Grip to die in the ocean. Clearly nothing happened to Felicia. I mean, all she did was probably hear something when wearing the mask. But she was well enough to be able to sail the ship back to Silkwirm on sea. So not only did she leave someone to die in the fucking ocean on a trip that she wanted to go herself, despite being warned that it was dangerous to continue going. Her boyfriend, lover at the time, I think, they had a relationship at least, got really injured. And even if they didn't have a relationship, they were like close friends at least, right? Got really injured, was unconscious. She literally just left without telling anyone where she went. Literally just left him and really injured and hurt. And still not well even when he passed. He still got a hurt shoulder and everything from that trip. And then not confirming if Grip was okay. She's just gone. And then obviously something happened to her. She sent the key back. It was a moaning letter, so clearly Felicia didn't make it. I think she passed. But it's like you were a bitch for leaving, for having all this happen, and you just left like that. Like, you're a bitch. Maybe under influence of, maybe, but she's sane enough to be like, hey, I'm gonna leave the inn to you, and obviously to sail the ship back to Silkwirm from the middle of the fucking ocean in the middle of nowhere. So clearly she was sane enough to be able to do stuff consciously, right? She wrote the letter, she left the deed, she signed stuff, but she couldn't just wait and confirm, hey, is this dude alive? Guys, go save him. To confirm, hey, did Grip ever make it back? Is he well? Or, you know, is Mortuga okay? Wait for him to wake up at least? Nothing. She just left. And then obviously something happened. Not relevant to this particular story, I don't think. But she obviously passed away. She got the necklace sent back. Or at least the family sent the necklace back or something. Like, still, her actions after that just... I mean, you can blame it partly on the mermaid's influence or something, but, like, you're still a bitch, though. I'm sorry. You caused the entire problem and then just left.
I'm aware.
You're aware and you want to kill him, you fuck you. became captain because of the command contract. Insight. The cabinet of curiosity. Wait, it's not cabinet of curiosity. Black box? Black box. No, ocean. But true that Mortuga decided to create the command contract after Cynthia showed him. Contract was never intended for Indeed. Never intended for Cynthia.
So, who was it for?
Me. Once Mortuga found out the Indeeds had been used to pay for the submarine, he realized for the first time that he was its legal owner.
He really hadn't known that before?
No, he'd always assumed I paid for it with my own money. Armed with the new information, Mortuga attempted to use it to control me.
Thus, the command contract.
What exactly was he hoping to achieve?
To strong-arm me into telling him where Felicia had gone, and to cease my search for the mermaid's tongue.
But it didn't work.
Of course not.
Wasn't Mortuga supposed to be paperwork averse? I'm surprised to learn he would try to control someone with a contract.
I mean, this somebody's mad crazy.
Did you even get an idea like that?
That's my bad. I ended up telling him all about contracts, you know, what they are, how they work. I guess Mortuga thought if I could be controlled by a contract, maybe someone else could be too.
Okay, so Warman was lured onto the submarine by the Henry Lund letter, but it was actually from who it was claimed to be from. Wait, is it Vincent? I don't know who sent it, hoping to lure us up on the ship. Mortuga sent it? Or my information about Felicia because Mormon's father was acquainted with her.
Wait, so Mortuga wrote the letter?
Not exactly. It was his idea, but he wasn't one for writing by hand, so he asked me to do it for him.
But why Ibis?
Mortuga didn't want to reveal too much in the letter, so he had the idea to pretend to be a neutral third party.
Mortuga's really smart. Fuck you, Griff, for killing him.
I learned about Ibis from that
I
newspaper.
want to meet him in person.
Someone you would listen to. Honestly, I'm surprised it worked.
Huh. This explains why Mortuga kept asking about my father.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
Were you able to tell him anything?
Afraid not. I haven't spoken to my father in years.
Do you think he would have known anything about Felicia? About what happened to her?
It's possible.
Hey, watching somebody perform Lady at the Looking Glass did not make Mortuga miserable. He was already miserable because he had found the moaning envelope, informed him that Felicia had died.
I don't think that's right.
Okay, no. This.
See? I told you. You didn't make him sad.
He just learned about the death of his beloved friend. What I did, it was...
You didn't know. Symmetry, let it go. Your anguish. That goes for all of you.
Mortuga's actions, his decisions, all motivated by that same singular desire.
It was all in effort to locate Felicia Stonetop.
Her.
Likewise, it transpires that Godric's actions were also motivated by a singular desire.
To commune with the mermaid.
Her.
And when they opened the black box and found the mourning envelope, found the necklace key, it all came to an end.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, open it.
Godric, I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you.
I bet it does. I'm to believe the box may contain information on Captain Stonetop.
Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
I'll be the judge of that. There could be anything in there. Listen.
I prefer you not to shake it like that. Besides, it doesn't open that way. It slides out at the side. Let me do it.
What's all this? A scroll? An envelope?
There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
We both know what that is. That's Felicia Stonetop's necklace, isn't it? Isn't it? Our discovery of the necklace precipitated two important conclusions. One, we now possess the key necessary to operate the Mermaid's Tongue.
In my complacency, I had not even known it was missing, simply assuming it lay within the cauldron. But no, Felicia had taken it away with her, and now, through what twist of fate, it had returned. Which brings me to conclusion 2. The fact that her necklace had been sent to her parents in a black-rimmed envelope attested to us that Felicia Stonetop had died.
You will never find out how she died, or why.
Mortuga could see in my eyes how I wished to make use of the key. Fearing what ruin might follow should I act, he did what he had always done. He lied. Lied about having the Mermaid's Tongue on board.
He had your best interest at heart, Godric. We both know this.
However, it was a lie that no longer worked on me, for I had laid eyes upon the truth.
The truth?
About what Mortuga had in his storeroom.
I'm sorry, no excuses for you, okay? You're just a horrible person. Oh, wait, the poster.
Correct. I had seen Symmetry's drawing of the cauldron.
He asked me to change it. I was going to change it.
So now you had everything you needed. The key, the bell, and the Mermaid's Tongue itself.
You're just fucking insane.
Cauldron.
On that note, I had also surmised Mortuga's reason for rigging the iron bell onto a winch above his desk. I concluded that he had set it up this way so that he could unlock the cauldron and access its contents himself.
You think he wanted to use the Mermaid's Tongue?
You'd like to suggest Mortuga would be immune from such things,
I concede it may have been an alluring prospect, but actually choosing to act, it displays a dangerous hubris.
Well, maybe he just wanted to be able to get to it, but not actually use it.
If it was me, I would toss into the ocean.
Rip, did you actually accuse Mortuga of wanting to open the cauldron? Of wanting to use the Mermaid's Tongue?
I did, and he flatly denied it, which caused an argument. Truth be told, we were both sick of each other. The last vestiges of our mutual decorum fell away. He attempted to shut me down with cold logic, insisting that it was not possible for one man to simultaneously turn both dials on the iron bell.
Wait, is that true?
No, it's possible.
It is, if you have a wingspan like Magnus Mortuga. And I could see in his eyes that he intended to do it.
Well, not to side with Grip here, but he was right. Mortuga did open the cauldron, didn't he?
Perhaps his intention was simply to move the Mermaid's Tongue to a newly contrived hiding place.
Maybe he was just gonna destroy it.
That he should have done years hence, I might add.
Yeah, I should have destroyed it long ago.
I think he wanted to destroy the Mermaid's Tongue.
Whatever the reason, I knew it was only a matter of time. And what's more, following our discussion about the mechanism of the iron bell,
I would like to believe he wanted to destroy it.
Physicality of the task ahead of him.
Physicality?
In order to reach both dials, Mortuga would need to hold his body close against the iron bell. His head, his neck, would be right up against the mechanism.
Overcome with frustration and grief, Mortuga had left the room. He had left me with the necklace key. I felt it in my hand, the metal cold and sharp. I climbed up onto
Wanted to use the Mermaid's Tongue for science?
around the back.
I don't.
It would not be seen.
Especially in the middle of the ocean with just one ship.
Activated.
The mermaid attacked them the first time. You will die.
To me, it was merely insurance against continued deception and greed on Mortuga's part.
Oh, fuck you.
To keep the Mermaid's Tongue for himself. If he decided, as he always had, to keep it from me.
It's not yours in the first place. Okay, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. What do you mean keep it from you? You're a madman at this point. You saw what happened the first time. Literally almost died from it, and you're willing to risk everyone else's life to use that damn mask thing? Especially when everyone else just started coming onto the ship? And you're justified? Fuck you!
It would be his last decision.
The rest you know, having first locked him.
Like, can I actually summon the mermaid and then toss this guy into the ocean and just have the mermaid kill him? It would have been my fault. He fell into the sea, right?
Which granted me access to the captain's cabin and a path into the storeroom from above. I took the mermaid's tongue from the unlocked cauldron.
And then you went up to the aft deck and used it, didn't you?
I tried to, but you stopped me.
You're welcome.
Tadpole then dove into the ocean and collected the pieces.
Including the coral and the gemstone eyes, which she kept for herself.
Yeah, as for the mask itself, I just left it in my room.
And I took it when I later visited the room to collect hex from the dome tank.
Wow, you're admitting it, huh?
I admit I moved it to a more secure location, ultimately a wise decision, wouldn't you say?
Except it's not there anymore, is it? It's right here.
It's dark!
Grip turned off the lights.
Someone grab him!
The mermaid's tongue, it's gone!
He took it! He must have.
He can't have gone up to the foredeck. It's still locked.
Which way did he go from here? Not the dome tank? El Ghetto? He couldn't aft deck?
What about the aft deck?
Let's go. Maybe we can catch him.
He's gonna die, isn't he? Yeah, he should just die. You know what, mermaid? Take him away, please. Okay, he's fucking murderer. He killed his friend and shit. I don't give a fuck about him anymore. Just use your whatever. I don't know if you have hands or tentacles or whatnot. Just literally just kill him already. Yeah. Stupid, insane bitch.
Are we too late?
I don't...
Imagine if the mermaid told him to just leave him alone.
Grip? Are you...
What?
Wait, where's he going? What's he gonna do? Should we follow him? I don't...
Wait, what's that on the floor?
It's the compass.
He fixed it.
What's he gonna do?
He's locked the door.
Can you see him through the window?
Whoa, the mermaid has fucking giant hands. Okay, we are underwater. Oh my fucking god, we are going to die.
The pressure change, it's too sudden. The submarine's not...
Wait, what's that?
The radios.
It's fine, just stick. It was too fast.
It must be coming from the control room.
Let's go.
See, he's willing to risk everyone's life.
Held down. We need to resurface.
The submarine can't take it. The controls are going crazy.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't understand shit what you said. I'm sorry.
What did she...
She's gone.
Yeah, he's gone too.
She let us go.
Remarkable.
Let's just head back to Silkwirm, shall we? Get everyone off this submarine.
And,
Silkwirm would be which way?
We got moved. I don't know where we are. No stars, no moon. I don't know which way north is.
Here you go.
He fixed it.
Did he just tell the mermaid to take him and then leave us be? Is that what he said? Because I don't know. He's gone, obviously. And he fixed the compass, so I'm assuming that's the case. He negotiated with the mermaid, I think. I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah. You?
Somehow, yeah.
Catching up on your text messages?
I mean, he is a psychopath at that point, okay? He obviously, after whatever happened and hearing the mermaid's voice, he probably went nuts. Okay, he went gone crazy. Okay, nutto. But I think he still got some kind of sanity that he did end up, even though, yes, he did kill people. And yes, he's psycho. Okay, he's fucking psycho. But I don't know if he regretted his choice or not. But he did fix the compass. So I think he, at least when he's sane, because I feel like there may be moments, you know, he did like give us a chance, or at least he I don't know. He still risks everyone's life because you don't know if the mermaid would listen to and to him and take up his offer, whatever he did. Okay, whatever he said. So he did risk everyone's life at that moment, but he did fix the compass. So it's like definitely a little last tiny resort, I guess. I think same thing happened to Felicia. At least Felicia, I think, is smart enough to know to not be around people. I will still say she's a bitch. Because considering the fact that, yes, Grip was crazy at that point. But she still could have stayed, talked to, at the very least, Mortuga. Right? And still, I still feel she's an ass for leaving Grip behind. I feel like if she had stayed, she had like saved Grip and stayed and talked to both Mortuga and Grip, that this wouldn't happen. Mortuga would still be alive. Because you just have to tell him what the mermaid said. You could, like, Felicia could even make something up. Because she's the one wearing the mask. She could make something up and lie to Grip. No one would know. Not even Mortuga. No one would know shit, because clearly it's a language that no one understood. None of this would happen. Now, I appreciate having a game out of this, of course, but I feel like I still don't like Felicia. Fuck you.
0 missed calls. Can you believe that? 0.
Devastating.
Not even from Vanderpeer?
I'm writing him a message now, giving him the deets. A very selective version of the deets.
Smart.
Very smart.
Easily one of the strangest days of my life.
It's in the top 5, at least.
What are you going to do now?
So far, the only thing I've decided on is to go home and have a bath.
A bath? You haven't had enough being submerged in water for one day?
Okay, maybe a shower.
You okay, Cynthia?
She's still processing.
Of course. We all are.
That, and we've just been to tell her stepfather that we're leaving Silkwirm.
Oh? Where are you headed?
We, haven't worked that out yet.
I know a place you could go.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a couple friends you could stay with. I'll write down the address for you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know those friends, so sure. Oh, wait. Is she talking about Poppy? Because I think she kept in contact with, like, Poppy and the other girl from Tangle Tower. They were mentioned in the game at the beginning where they moved out and got an apartment of their own. Yeah, I think so. I think that's them.
I don't know about you, but I thought that was all very interesting.
Very interesting, very terrifying. Like, the mermaid's fucking huge. It's like a giant. It's the myth of mermaid songs. The lure sailors because it's a beautiful song. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Because as I said, you could only remain sane when you're wearing the mask. So, okay, I don't know what happened to Felicia because, again, she is wearing the mask when she was communicating with the mermaid. So at least on Felicia's part, she wouldn't go crazy because she's wearing the mask. Grip went crazy because he wasn't wearing the mask, so he became so obsessed. In the end, he did choose to go with the mermaid. You know, obviously.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
You must be pleased. You've come away with a new story to tell around the campfire.
Quite right.
I'm not sure it would be wise to tell too many people.
No, don't worry. I'll change all your names to protect your privacy.
That's not what we meant. But okay, thank you.
What are you going to change my name to?
Detective Galathorn.
Actually, that's a pretty cool name.
Wow, I love it.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Sybil.
Yep, this conversation is over. That was the weirdest submarine I've ever been on.
And the last?
And the last.
And the last.
Okay.
I guess so, huh?
Wait, the submarine's gone.
Human perspective permanently and irrevocably shifted, but hey, what's new?
But what about Grip? Did he die or what?
I don't know. But he made his choice. I really don't think it would do us any good to worry about it.
Yeah, he wanted to go. Just let it be.
Did you write down that address for us?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Just writing something on the back to help you out.
Oh, like instructions?
Kinda, yeah.
You know, I really must be off.
Ah, come on. You've got nowhere to be.
You're quite right. Nowhere is precisely where I need to be, and I'm rather in a hurry to get there.
All right, that was pretty good. I'll let that slide.
And, Tadpole and Zephyr stayed on the submarine?
Yeah.
Are they gonna
Hi, bitch! Hi, bitch! Hi, bitch! Hi, bitch!
His fingerprint on his...
Oh, so Tadpole and Zephyr is on the submarine. Okay, so now everyone left. I was like, wait, why did the submarine disappear? Hello, Reno. It's good to see you. I'm actually at the very end, unfortunately. And hello, King of the Lore? Is that how you pronounce the name? Well, anyways, hello, Raiders. It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. It's unfortunate that you guys came right at the end of the game. I finished the game. But yes, hi, welcome. It's Luphisra. I play point-and-click adventure games, hidden object games, any games that, adventure-based that won't trigger my motion sickness. I really bad motion sickness. Okay, and I just finished the Mermaid Mask, actually. Really fun game. If you guys are into like point-and-click detective mystery games, play it. Play it. It's like S tier, man. Okay, it's S tier. I really like it.
You say that, but
just my luck always.
He didn't like the submarine very much.
That's true. It wasn't his choice to be there. He spent all his time trying to work out how to leave.
Well, yes, all right. I can see that.
I'd say his fingerprint is right here. It's all of you. It's Symmetry. It's Cynthia. Tadpole.
I feel bad. Okay, wait.
Everyone he was kind to. Everyone he helped.
Okay, I feel bad for not being able to meet Magnus in person. Like, I probably said this about other characters before, but I just feel like it's kind of sad that he's just a really interesting guy, really mysterious. I would love to actually meet him as a character in person and actually talk to him. I'm sorry, there are ads. Okay. I'll pause. My bad. Twitch ads. Sometimes I could see them, sometimes I can't. Okay, I would have skipped it if I saw anything, but it didn't trigger anything for me on my end. So it just played. That, or maybe it showed and I was just too into the ending to actually notice it. That could be it too, It's ending soon. I'm just gonna wait a bit. right. Welcome back from ads. Anyways, I was saying that I feel bad for not being able to meet Magnus Mortuga. Because I know he's the victim. But I feel like I wanted to meet him. I want to be able to talk to him and get to know the guy better. I feel like he's a great guy. It's sad that I didn't even get to see him in person or even his body. I just keep hearing him from people. He's such a great guy. It's sad that he's gone.
Dude.
Fuck you, Grip.
But what about the mermaid's tongue?
What about it?
Well, we still don't really know anything about it. How it works, who made it.
Good.
What?
It's good that we don't know. It's right. The mermaid's tongue is a shameless shortcut, a trap for the impatient and the dissolute.
But you don't want to know what the mermaid said?
Oh, I want to know. But as I stand before you now, I can't know. You understand? That's just
the way it's meant to be.
And that is the end of the Mermaid Mask. Why is the credits only on the left side? I don't know. Oh, there are pictures. Okay, Werman announced he wasn't going to write the sequel to his novel. Dirk was subsequently released from his contract with Wit and Whimsy. I'll read it for you because I'm blocking it, okay? Mariana Moon, avoiding all questions about where she was headed, simply disappeared over the horizon. Madame Tapple became captain of the Mortuga submarine. Dr. Zephyr stayed on board to continue his research, newly inspired by what he had witnessed.
You're sure this is the address Sally wrote down?
Yeah, it must be. She wrote something on the back, too.
Oh yeah, what was that? Instructions?
It's a little poem. You should read it.
Me? You're the poet.
No, you read it.
Okay. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tethers slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Aww. Okay, that's a little credit. Okay, and then this is obviously more credits. But yeah, it's a good game. S tier for sure, like I said. All the characters. See, I was right. It is the characters from Tangle Tower that we send Sim and Cynthia to. Nice. Hitting the gods to catch the earlier parts of the stream. Well, you can check. Yeah, hitting the VOD. Yeah, you can check the VODs on Twitch if you want it early. I will obviously also post the VODs onto YouTube. It will be uploaded towards the end of August though, because I have so many games that I played that I need to upload. But eventually you'll be there. You'll be able to catch the VODs for sure. I don't know why it's a white screen. But that's an S tier game. Very good. Art gallery. But yeah, okay, first, I'll talk a little bit about my feeling for the game. This is a really well-made game. The arts, the music, the story, the characters, everything about it is like brilliantly made. Characters are all really distinct, very unique. Even the ones that I kind of find annoyed and I disliked. Well, of all the characters, mainly Cynthia, and then towards the end, Grip for sure. Grip actually is interesting character, you know. Like, it's okay on my part at least. I could, or at least I foresaw him being the culprit logically, which I appreciate. Okay, you can come to the conclusion who is the culprit just using logic, so I appreciate that actually. And yeah, even the characters who you may or may not like, they're well made. They're distinct and with unique personalities. They all look different. They all have their own thing going on for them. It's nice. I actually really appreciate it. You know, of course, I don't like Cynthia. I still don't. She did a lot of like shady things, so I'm not a huge fan of her at all. Grip only got really bad towards the end after you find out that he being the culprit and he just went fucking nuts. Felicia, I already explained. I don't like her. I won't repeat my little rant there, but I don't. But despite that, all the characters were brilliant. They all had like art, even Magnus. You know, and you get to hear his voice a little bit because of the recordings of Mariana Moon did. You get to see glimpses of him. So I wish we could have seen him more, but he is the victim. So unfortunately, that's not possible. Yeah, this is the art style. First character they drew, actually. So it's changed several times before they got the actual final design. This is Zephyr. So again, changed multiple times before we got the final design. Dirk. Most contemporary character in the Grimoire universe. Even wear jeans and sunglasses. Inspired by modern celebrities. Generic superhero build. So yeah. End up being more like a buff Tintin, as you guys said. So this is Symmetry. Was originally considered to be the prime suspect, and to add to suspicion, we want her to look spooky looking. Pale features, white Victorian clothes, a body shaped like a ghost, and a face with vacant doll. Like a vacant doll. Added an eye on a locket, a symbol that became synonymous with her mentor Zephyr. Yeah, okay. Mortuga. He was a visual combination of Sinbad, Captain Nemo, and Count Dracula. This script's original like thing. I actually really like how the end result for the characters ended up being. Because they obviously went through multiple changes, but I like the end character design. Yeah, these are the other characters that you see. Okay, locations. These are all the locations. Before they came to the end. We didn't get to see enough of the town, I feel. Because the mystery occurred on the submarine. But yeah, I like that. Whoa. Oh, they also made kind of like a 3D thing. This room was one of the rare moments where I meet a 3D model that had Catherine with the illustration. Something about the perspective of that staircase was really difficult to visualize without blocking it out in 3D. Okay. Yeah, look at all the design. It's fantastic, actually. The art and everything, and the clues, obviously. All this stuff. Yeah, you guys can... Oh, there's a 3D model. Nice. Okay, fantastic. But yeah, this is... I've played several games. I played a lot of games this year, actually. Because of my free time, I guess. And I did... play several games that are not so good. So it's nice that this game is S tier. Like for point and click wise, hands down, it's great. Like all the Grimoire games are great, actually. They're really good at writing a good story, a mystery, a detective. Like you get to find all the clues, talk to people, try to pin like come to conclusion yourself. Like you know, try to theorize what's going on and stuff. I like it. And of course it is okay, it's not related to the Mermaid Mask. I mean, not the Mermaid Mask, Tangle Tower. So there is unanswered questions from there still, which I won't talk about here, but I appreciate seeing the characters from Tangle Tower and seeing Easter eggs here and there where they mention about like previous previous games. Mainly obviously Tangle Tower is mentioned the most. And I think Swamp one was the Swamp one mentioned? I guess pertaining to the hat, maybe. But yeah, I appreciate that. And again, because this game is not like they never tied things up with like the Tangled Tower, so who knows, there may be stuff from there in the future. But yeah, I do appreciate the game. I really like it. Yeah, I don't know what more to say because everything about it's so good. You know, it's just S tier. Okay, if you watch until the end here, I still hope that you guys can try the game for yourself. You know? I do. Because it's really good that way. And I appreciate it. And I know they just released this game, but I will be looking forward to the next game in this series. If you know, whenever that comes out. It might take a while. Before that, though, obviously we have all the games to get to. And maybe, who knows, like Broken Sword. I'm still waiting. Broken Sword 2 Reforged. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. This is the end of the Mermaid Mask. If you guys enjoy watching me as much as I enjoyed playing the game, I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, take care.